This demonstration is going to cover the features and functionality of Avalara MyLodgeTax Pro, the MyLodgeTax environment supporting property management companies and other commercial hospitality companies. First, we're going to look at the MyLodgeTax dashboard and understand the different pieces of this homepage. On the far left-hand side, you'll see the property ID numbers starting 147 or 146 for many of the properties. This is Avalara MyLodgeTax's unique identification number for each rental property subscribed to the platform. Users will also enter a property nickname, which you can see to the right of the property ID number. To the right of the property nickname is the rental unit address. And to the right of the rental unit address, the current lodging tax rate. Users can click into the current lodging tax rate to view a state and local breakdown of all of the specific taxes that apply to that particular unit. If tax rates ever change, MyLodgeTax will update these tax rates and notify the customer of those implications. To the right of the current tax rate is the filing start date, which indicates the first month of revenue that MyLodgeTax will remit for a user on time. MyLodgeTax requires all users report their gross revenue on a monthly basis. Therefore, the reporting frequency for each of these properties has been set to monthly. Continuing on is the property status of each property subscription. The desired property status is active, which indicates that MyLodgeTax is filing tax returns for the upcoming period. You'll also notice a property status of license setup. This indicates that this property subscription is still navigating the license application phase. Once MyLodgeTax has received or confirms the appropriate license information is set up for the rental unit, the property status will transition from license setup to active, and the user may begin reporting revenue in the upcoming filing period. To the right of the property status is marketplace status. This field indicates the feature that allows users to report their revenue and pay taxes, accommodating any taxes paid by online marketplaces such as Airbnb. All properties should have this marketplace status as active to accommodate your marketplace listings. And finally, on the far right side is the indicator of the online setup status. When the online setup for a property subscription is complete, that status will say complete. If there are outstanding pieces of information required to complete the online setup of a property subscription, you'll notice that orange Finish Setup button. Click on that orange Finish Setup button, and MyLodgeTax will automatically prompt you to complete the missing information. Next, we're going to look at the revenue reporting process. Every month, MyLodgeTax customers are asked to log in to their MyLodgeTax account to report their total gross revenue by property and marketplace. In order to report revenue, users will hover over the Taxes tab on the orange ribbon at the top of the homepage and select Report Revenue. The revenue reporting page will then appear on your screen. Simply click Next or skip this step, and you can either enter your gross revenue information manually by property, or users may upload a Excel template, which you can download from the MyLodgeTax revenue reporting page. In this demonstration, we've already have some figures which we can use to report our earnings. You can click into each of these property ID numbers to see the exact amounts reported for each of the various marketplaces. MyLodgeTax asks users to report their gross earnings by property and marketplace, separating Vrbo reservations, Airbnb revenue totals, and direct or other revenue. After the revenue information has been entered within the revenue reporting page, scroll to the bottom of the page and select Next. MyLodgeTax will calculate the tax amount due, indicate the amounts to be charged, and identify the bank accounts that these taxes will be charged to. When complete, select Pay Now. Next, we're going to go back to the home page and then navigate toward the tax history page. MyLodgeTax keeps record of all of the revenue and tax data that's submitted through your user's MyLodgeTax account. Again, hover over the Taxes tab on the orange ribbon at the top of the screen and click on Tax History. Users can filter their tax history by property or date using the text fields or filters above. MyLodgeTax users can click into each individual subscription to see an itemized report of the revenue reported and tax amounts paid, and continue to click into each of these periods to view the details of the tax returns and filing status of the tax returns. Next, we're going to go back to the home page and explore the payment history section. As users continue to report their earnings on their MyLodgeTax account and pay the subscription fees, users can view their payment history by hovering over taxes and clicking on payment history. The payment history section summarizes the amounts paid in taxes, any license application fees, and MyLodgeTax service fees by property. This page can be filtered by date and exported to an Excel spreadsheet. Specific records of individual transactions or receipts can be found at the bottom of the payment history page. Users may click on any of the service orders within that payment history page to see the contents of those charges, whether they're taxes or service fees. That'll be indicated in the item, as well as the bank accounts to where these payments were applied. We're going to go back to the home page, and thank you for tuning into our demonstration of MyLodgeTax.